Welcome to another episode of We Dishing It. My name's Carolyn.
Tiffany.
Kimmy.
And this is the episode of my first time tag.
All right. So we'll dive right in. We're going to dive right in after we discuss the rules of this challenge. Okay, whoever doesn't remember their first time thing gets points deducted, and whoever has the most deduction of points has to donate the most money to their favorite charity.
That's good. That's good.
That's what's up. That's what's up, y'all.
It's going to be like $100 for each thing you forget.
Yeah, right.
like I have $100.
Yeah.
But we'll discuss the money afterwards. We'll figure it out. Okay, so first question is...
The first question, first YouTube video you ever watched. I will take it off. Okay, so my first YouTube video I ever watched, don't judge me. It was a video of a boy group way back in the days. I'm not gonna say
One
who the boy group
Direction?
was. It was not.
What was it? B2K? What was it?
Insane.
When YouTube first came out, like I used to watch, it's different videos.
I want to know who
B2K,
this group is.
Immature, Bow Wow, like a whole bunch of
Who was the
stuff.
group? Don't try and dance around it.
It was
My first? I don't remember. I don't remember the first.
She gonna be the first person
I
to
don't
put
remember the first
$100.
video I watched.
No,
It was just kind of there one day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the second question is first person you subscribe to on YouTube.
Oh.
Okay, I remember first person I subscribed to on YouTube. Can I do like several? Because it was like all at once.
We ain't got all that time.
Okay, so
All at
For real.
one of the things that I subscribed to was actually you when I was trying to find your channel. Remember back in the days we were trying to find each other's channel? And we
Really?
could never find each
Oh my god.
And we could never find each other's channel. And then
Yeah.
finally I was able to find your channel and I subscribed to you. So that kind of like kicked it off. Because then I started subscribing to a whole bunch of people.
So I was your first?
Oh.
Anyhow, let's move on.
I was her first.
Next.
Okay, I remember the first person I subscribed to. It was a makeup doll. I remember her. That was back in the day when she was making more hair videos. I remember I was Googling stuff on like contacts and her video came up and I saw like a whole bunch of nice videos on wigs and I was like, stop. Kimmy.
It was Dorm Entertainment. I love them.
That's one of them.
You have to be funny. So if in order for me to subscribe to your channel, you must be funny. You gotta keep me entertained. So Dorm Entertainment.
Wow.
Do you still... Oh, the third one. Do you still talk to your first love? No.
I don't even know where he's at.
Whoa. The first person you were in love with?
Oh,
But
no.
you dated or just the first?
Okay, in general, my first love was when I was in kindergarten named Jose.
Oh yeah. Make sure you check out our first crush.
That was my first crush, Jose. And I loved him in kindergarten. Anyhow, no, when I left the school, we lost contact. So I wasn't able to still talk to him.
No, I'm just saying, like, first love, though, like, the first
In
person you fell
general.
in love with or the first person you
The
were in
first
love
person
with
you fell in
dated?
love with.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, first crush,
Yeah.
Ricardo.
Where you at, boy?
Okay, no, really, where are you?
Same here, Jose. You know, that was my first love.
It could be the same Jose.
It was
never
not. It
know.
was the
It was
same
not.
Jose.
It was not.
Okay.
He was a twin.
Okay, it was not.
Okay.
Because I was busting them little girls' heads during kitchen time.
I believe that
I
too.
know. She was a mommy.
Okay.
Playing house.
Actually, he was the mommy. The next one is first kiss.
Oh.
First real kiss or like?
What kind of kiss? French kiss? Or
Yeah.
It just says first kiss.
Well, I take it as a French kiss. So.
God was old as hell.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say the person's name. I'm not. going to say their name. We never dated or anything.
Same here. I was old as hell.
What you mean old as hell?
I was old. I was old.
Just look at it this way. I was past high school.
I was way past high school. I was delayed in everything in life.
What's your first kiss, Kim? You better not say Jose.
No, I wish. No, it was my ex-boyfriend. It was the 10th grade. It's Brandon.
Oh, see, look, she wasn't delayed. We were like grandmothers when we had our first real kiss.
First alcoholic drink. The wine cooler. I was 16. It was me and my homegirl Kim, God rest her soul. And we were at the beach, Fort Lauderdale, during 4th of July, and her dad gave us a split of wine cooler.
We're how old?
16.
Yikes.
And then we asked for another one, so he split. I had a whole wine cooler after that 2 splits.
Jeez.
And I was giggly and everything. I think
She was friendly. She's one of those friendly drunks.
and it was so funny because her dad was like, "Are you okay?"
She didn't even remember.
Yeah.
I was old as hell when I had my first.
She ain't had no drink.
I did. It was a.
It was
few
last
years-
week.
Wait, hold on. No, it was last week.
Check out her vodka.
Her first vodka, but I had a drink before that. I'm pretty sure I did. My first real drink. Give me a second. Gosh, the pressure. My first real drink. Like I drank all of it. That was it was last year. It was last year. I went out to dinner.
It was last week.
I went out to dinner. It was last year, my first one. Dang, I see, look. I'm telling you, I was delayed.
I don't remember.
It was that long ago?
I just
Cheap
don't
ass.
remember.
Cheap ass.
I just don't remember. Probably at the club. Club Yarrow.
So the next one, your first car.
Oh, that's easy.
My first car
Oh, it was short-lived.
was a Toyota. It was great. It was called Gray Kitty.
Aww.
And a tree hit us.
A tree?
And then
I remember
eventually-
The tree hit her. My first was a 1999 Saturn.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
It was
I
good.
remember, yeah.
It was a cozy car. We'll
Yes.
say that. It was cozy.
And let's do this after you go ahead. What's your first
Oh,
car?
my
Don't you still
first-
have your first? Oh, sorry.
Well, my first car before Blueberry was a blue Honda 4-door, and it didn't have no tints or anything. It was
Oh.
2005. That was my first car, but I only had it for like a week, and then the people was like,
Oh.
"I got you what you want."
Yeah, because I always
Yeah.
remember with you and Blueberry. I'm like, wait a minute, do you? Dang, man.
Me and Blueberry go way
That's
back.
real commitment, though.
So let's do this.
You
So your first job, official or unofficial?
I said,
Yeah.
Official?
I don't know. Say both.
yeah.
Okay, my unofficial job was 3.5 years at a fish restaurant.
Oh wow.
I started when I was like 15, and I quit at 18 because I was getting tired and it wasn't paying that much. And my official job, not counting those 2 little menial jobs, my official job was at a call center for like 5.5, 6 years.
My
And the job
first unofficial job, I was working at a home daycare center for 3 years. I was 14.
Oh, wow.
And then my first real job was when I was 17, and I'm still working there.
My first unofficial job, I only worked there for like probably like 2 days, was one of those fundraiser jobs that you had to call and beg money
Oh,
to
gosh.
donate to your local
Those things.
firefighters. And
Yes,
that's when I was
right.
16, 17. But I started, my real job was Forever 21 when I was like 18, 19.
Aw.
Yeah.
The next one is first pet. My first pets was 2 cats and 2 goldfish that did not live for 24 hours because somebody, I'm not going to say my sister's name, killed them when she changed the water the next day.
Oh, my first pet was a butterfly.
Really?
Yeah. My brother got him like caught him like on our way to a trip to New York, and he didn't survive the whole trip back to Florida. And up to this day, I think about it and want to cry. I remember like going to my mom like, "Mommy, why do people have to die?" And she's like, if everyone doesn't die, then the world would be too full, Tiffany.
My first pet was a kitty cat, Ginger. He was white and orange, and I had a ferret named Clover.
Aww.
And yep, those were my first pets.
Next one is, who was the first person to text you today?
Can we look at a phone?
I know who the first person I got texted. I got them in a group text. So y'all were the first ones I got.
Officially or unofficially? Unofficially, the first person to text me was Chrissy.
What do you mean unofficially? What was it, like after midnight or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
And officially, it was these jokers that keep stalking me.
Jokers. I was sleeping while y'all were texting each other. Y'all just completely left me out of the conversation.
It was a group text. Yeah, that was the first.
That's probably the first and only text I got. It was from y'all. Y'all see my life.
Oh, the first concert you ever went to. I've never been to a concert.
Loser.
So, forgive me for stepping out of this conversation. Go ahead.
First and only concerts I've ever been to is Bow Wow.
I don't care.
I was, wait, how old? Like,
Young.
yeah, I was,
Yes,
the first
'cause I
one I
was
went
young,
was with old Kim. We were like,
13.
gosh, like 13, 14?
14.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't go.
Someone's bitter. How about you, Kim? I wonder what you're going to say.
It was the Nickelodeon tour. They had Sammy and some other artists.
Oh,
Nick Cannon.
Oh, I
was there.
remember that.
Yeah, and that was my
I
first
couldn't go.
concert.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it.
The first movie you remember seeing.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so everybody knows me. I get obsessed with things, especially movies that I can't like remember. So like the first movie I would say that I wanted to find, and I finally found like 3 years ago.
Gosh, that Lifetime movie. You have me searching for that movie for months.
What movie is this?
Lifetime.
It was called The Love of Her Life, and I remember seeing that when Lifetime first came out. Not even first came out, that I remember of. And I loved the movie.
I'm not clear as the first one. It's like, I think it was like My Girl or Homeward Bound, I think. I remember watching them around the same time, but I didn't watch much stuff when I was little. I didn't really start watching things until I was like, again, I'm very delayed. Like, I was like 16, 17. How about you?
Lion King.
Lion King's one of the best movies of all time, though. I know all the words to that movie. Girl, don't get me started.
The last one from my list is first piercing. And my first piercing was when I don't remember the age, but it was these two, and I had to beg my mom to get it.
My first one, I was too young to remember.
Yeah, she was fast.
I wasn't processing things. My mom did it for me. I was really young. I was under a year. Probably a few months.
Yeah, my sisters were like 3 months, 4 months.
Wow. Mine was my ears, and I was young, probably like 7 or 8. I don't remember. I just remember was walking to the 163rd Street Mall in Miami. MIA, where you got people.
163rd.
Yeah, 163rd Mall. It's in Miami. Yeah, once you know. Yeah.
Weren't you born in?
I was not born in Miami.
Oh, sorry.
What are you trying to say?
I was not born in Miami.
What are you trying to say about MIA people?
I was born in Fort Lauderdale.
Next one is first time you drove. The first time I drove, I was like 14.
Wow.
I didn't say I had my license, but it was the first time I drove.
The first time I drove, I was old.
Same here.
Really? How old
I
were
was
you?
old. I was like, what? What's 3 years ago? What was 3 years ago? 3 years ago.
Joe was 3 years ago, oh Lord.
I say I was 16.
I was way past 16. It was 3 years ago.
First bad grade you got.
I was in unofficial or officially?
Girl, this official business.
Well, the one that was more important was I was in high school, and it was in the 10th grade, 11th, one of them. It wasn't really a bad grade, but I felt like it was.
What was the grade?
I think it was like a C plus or something.
I don't remember my first bad grade. I don't think I did really bad and stuff until I got into middle school and that math thing got real.
Oh. I say middle school too. Yeah.
Middle school, that's where I get you. First person you started a text with this morning?
The crew.
Yeah. I didn't start the text message, but I did continue it.
I think.
I didn't text anyone else.
No, it was you.
It was me.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, whatever then.
No.
Whatever.
You finish your list, Missy.
Okay.
Because this one's good.
First person. Oh wait. Oh, first argument. First argument.
First argument.
I know my first argument had to have been with my brother. I mean, we argued like every day since we were like 1.
I remembered series of arguments with people, but I'm not an argumentative kind of person, so.
I don't remember. I don't recall. Probably like, probably with family. Probably my sister. Probably.
Yeah, the siblings, man.
Well, I'm the youngest, so I didn't have no problems.
That don't mean anything. You have older siblings to fight with. What does that mean?
I didn't argue with them. They just got beatings because
I argued with the young ones, the old ones, the new ones.
I was a person who you argued with me, you would got beaten afterwards.
Nah, it was really me and my brother. Me and my brother just argued about everything, like everything. He was always getting me in trouble, and I would argue at him for making me do stuff that I didn't want to do, and then I got dragged down with him, like. Okay, first best friend.
I remember my first best friend was before Sasha. It was this girl named Michelle. She used to live next door, and then one day I went to knock on her door, and the people came out and said they moved all of a sudden.
Oh my gosh, that's what happened to me too.
And
Really? That's like a movie.
And I was like, but she was here yesterday.
Like, what kind of friend just picks up and leaves me?
And that's when I met Sasha at that time too, because we were all hanging out with Colette,
yeah.
this girl named Colette.
Yeah.
And I was like,
my first best friend, she also lived next door, and then she moved away. And I remember the day she moved away, and I cried like a baby.
Well, at least you had time to cry.
I don't even remember what her name is.
I couldn't even shed a tear because I was wondering.
I don't even remember what her name is, but she apparently was like my best friend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, at least I had time to grieve. Like I prepared for it.
I couldn't breathe.
I had a couple days. How about you?
My first best friend was in elementary. Her name was Megan.
Stop it.
Well, she called herself Megan or Morgan. So it's whichever.
Megan is my second best friend. She was a red hair girl.
I think she was red hair too. She was red
your
hair.
Megan? My Megan?
I don't know.
What school did you go to?
My school was in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, mine was in Fort Lauderdale.
What elementary school was
Can't
it?
say that in
I don't
camera.
remember the name, but I don't know what the. But
You was not in her class, so let's move on. It was not the same
This is
Megan.
not the same Megan because y'all beefing over Jose and I'm over here beefing over Megan.
It was not the same person.
First amusement park you been to?
The Soul Circus when me and you went in first school.
That's not an amusement park.
I don't care. Okay, I don't care. Okay, it's considered one. Damn it.
Okay. My first amusement park. I was like 8 years old and I went to Disney. I won a free trip to Disney.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
I've never been.
I went with the homies, aka my mom and my big bro.
My first trip was like, I think, Magic Kingdom.
Oh, snap.
Who did you go with?
How old were you?
Family.
Oh.
Young.
You were like,
real young.
Probably you couldn't even remember. Huh?
I just know we were in a big van and my grandfather was driving because he used to drive Greyhound, so he was driving us down to Orlando.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Who's the first person you thought of this morning?
Nashira, my baby girl.
Oh.
Officially God. Unofficially,
You heard of officials. Okay,
unofficially nobody.
You have to think someone at some point during the day. Come on now.
I just was thinking of you
Selfish.
guys when I was texting
Aww.
you. Like, right? Because I texted you because I thought about you guys.
First person I thought of was Charlie, my puppy, because I accidentally
He's not
kicked
a
him
puppy.
and
She said she accidentally kicked.
And he attacked. He
sleeping right by
viciously
my
attacked
leg,
her.
and I was trying to move to get some room on the bed, and then like I accidentally kicked him, and he got up, and he was like giving me this look, like. So yeah, he was the first person. All right, so that's it, guys. I know the video was pretty long. It's gonna be a lot of editing.